Hi guys. I wanted to take this time while I walk through the garden to explain how absurd the whole political charade is and how it is so easily proven a charade just by using pure logic. And it's the whole political nonsense that is being presented to the population is the most fantasy reality fictitious nonsense that has ever been presented to a population, in my opinion, as far as a political charade goes. um, the first thing that you have to understand is that what people, well, I'm targeting the Trump supporters here, but what these Trump supporters are trying to have you believe is that there's this cabal they called the deep state that was powerful enough to throw an election off of a sitting president. So we had a sitting president, and that there was a cabal so powerful that they were able to blatantly, in the open, throw the election, and even no matter, and they put Biden in instead, right? That's what we're going with here, right? Okay. The problem is, and I mean, this should be blatantly obvious to I mean, anybody with one brain cell in their head. Okay. So if you think there's this cabal that was so powerful to throw an election on a sitting president who had huge popular support, if you think that that is what really happened, can I ask you, what do you think this cabal couldn't find a better candidate to put up against Trump, the cult leader, the orange cult leader? You don't think that this cabal of geniuses that managed to throw the whole last election and put Biden in his place, you don't think that they thought maybe a couple months in advance, couple days in advance, I don't know, that maybe they could put a better candidate up if they didn't if they wanted to throw this election as well? I mean, what I'm getting at is that anybody who is still buying in to this political charade is they're willingly accepting a fantasy reality because the truth of the situation is too painful for them to come to grips with. So they buy the most absurd nonsense. I mean, the whole thing is so absurd. I mean, so there's this giant cabal, right? The deep state, and they were powerful enough to throw the last election and put Biden in, and then drag Trump through court for the past the charade trials that we've been going for to keep everybody interested in this nonsense story. So they were powerful enough to do all that, but they weren't powerful enough to keep the insurrection president from running again. And they weren't powerful or intelligent enough to put somebody other than Biden up against him. I mean, just please understand, if you are buying into any part of this political charade, you are at the very, very, very bottom of the intelligence pool. I mean, the logic behind what some of these Trump supporters are trying to like portray is the most backward. It doesn't make any sense. So there's a big cabal that threw the last election, and there are these genius cabal that managed to dethrone a sitting president by throwing an election, supposedly. I wager that it's just all a show, and this was all part of the plan from before the last election. They already knew that they were going to radicalize these Trump tards, and then they were going to bring Trump, the orange cult leader, back on his horse. And it's just, the whole thing's just crazy. That's all I want to say. Take care, guys.